All right, the Redskins getting ready for another winless opponent in the Carolina Panthers. The big buzz surrounding the team this week, though, the addition of an offensive consultant, Sherman Lewis. Let's go live now to the Sports Junkies on 106.7 The Fan. Gentlemen, what is going on at Redskins Park? First, Sherman Lewis, and then Greg Blosch yesterday deciding to give everybody the silent treatment. What's the deal?
Well, it's utter chaos at Redskins Park at this point. I mean, people are just ready to jump ship, and we're going to play Jim Zorn's theme music at this point.
That's the taps music.
Playing the taps for Jim Zorn. He's a dead man walking. He's Sean Penn. And Sherman Lewis is Susan Sarandon coming in to counsel him before he's walked to the death chamber.
Do you realize he was calling bingo games a week ago?
Yeah.
He was calling bingo games, and they said, you know what, why don't you look at the offense? That's how bad the offense has been throughout the Zorn tenure. They don't have one game in his 20 games as a head coach over 30.
Yeah. I mean, Steve, can you imagine if somebody said, your news director said, yeah, you're not really doing the job right. We're going to bring in a consultant to kind of teach you how to, read the news.
A fresh set of eyes.
I mean, it's just a disaster over there.
Yes,
the ship is going down.
Not exactly a confidence booster. What can he do, though? When we're talking about Sherman Lewis, will he have an impact on the offense? Will they listen to him?
No, he's going to look at the offense.
Not unless the Redskins trade for Peyton Manning.
He's going to look at the offense and say, let's see, our quarterback, right, he's not Tom Brady. Our receiver, he's not Randy Moss. I mean, they're limited.
But here's the difference. Usually when a consultant comes in, they know nothing. Okay, they're usually just a paid hack. But he knows more. He knows more about the West Coast offense than Jim Zorn will ever know about it. I mean, he's one of the main architects under Bill Walsh of the West Coast offense. So, it's kind of a 180 where the consultant knows more than the guy that he's coming in to consult.
Yeah, but the problem is nobody wants to listen to the consultant.
Oh, of course.
I mean, everybody wants to sort of prove and validate their own worth and that their own system works. I mean, I think Zorn has already gone on record and said he's not going to be involved in the game planning. And he's not going to really be running practice.
He was running bingo games.
I mean, he's just sort of there. He's window dressing.
Can he actually make Clinton Portis a game-breaking running back again? I don't think so.
No.
But Portis isn't what he was a couple years ago, and whoever they bring as a consultant is not going to change that.
Right. Zorn's in that tough position, though, where he can't say he doesn't want him around because then he's gone immediately. How long do you guys put your bets on Zorn sticking around?
Well, I mean, look, the best chance for him sticking around is to win these next couple games before the bye week. If he can make it through the bye week, he'll probably make it through the season. But God forbid if they lose this week or next week, I don't see any reason why he'd be here after the bye week.
Yeah, I mean, unless you want Sherman Lewis calling plays, I just don't see them firing Zorn until the end of the year.
Yeah, I think Zorn will last throughout the season. And you know what? They could win this game, and they could win the following week. They're not an awful team, I don't think.
Well, it's funny.
Although they did lose to the Lions.
They've looked awful at times.
It's funny because our colleague Mike Wise pointed out yesterday in his column that Zorn's got the best record of any coach here in town in the last 10 years. He's actually 500.
That just speaks to the ineptitude of the franchise over the past decade.
Yeah, that's not exactly a confidence builder for the fans either. There are a number of people that said if Zorn gets blown out, then the best in-house replacement might be Greg Blosch. Now Greg Blosch saying he's not going to talk anymore. I mean, is that setting the table for he doesn't just want to talk about that?
No, he just doesn't want to be here.
Yeah,
he wants to go fishing.
He doesn't like the criticism either.
Here's what Greg Blosch wants. Not to talk to the media and to go bag like a 12-point buck in his hunting lodge in Wisconsin. He doesn't want anything to do with the Redskins.
What he needs to do is go hunt for a defensive end that can pressure the quarterback.
Well, maybe this is the time where they just clean house, get everybody new, and maybe that'll make a difference. I don't know.
Well, they've done that before.
Don't worry, that's coming.
That's coming, It's inevitable.
happens every season, or sometimes multiple times within the season. All right, guys, we'll see you again at next hour, and we'll actually talk about what they can do to beat Carolina this weekend. Thanks, guys. The Junkies on 106.7 The Fan, and, of course, right here on Fox 5, you can watch the Redskins game day at 11 o'clock on Sunday, and the Geico Redskins pregame at 11:30. Kickoff against the Panthers set for 1 o'clock. You can catch all the highlights